I'm saying these few words in honor of my brother's Yahrzeit, which is the 21st of Shavat, which is today. And it's a whole unfolding of a different aspect of my approach to Judaism in general. And it's a solidification of the deepest aspects that haven't been normatively revealed. It's within the opus of Judaism, but it hasn't been revealed. And in a positive thinking society, it'll never be revealed. So it's up to me to reveal it. My brother died a year ago, and he was crushed. Our whole family was crushed. And it's taken me all these years, I've known it, but never acted upon it, that the crushing was the blessing. My brother didn't understand that the crushing was the blessing, because we live in a society, of you know what we live in. But the crushing is the Jewish blessing. To get crushed, the olive being crushed. Remember, there are two types of Jews, an egg and an olive. Olive will come later. An olive. The oil comes out of the olive. And there's an expression for this. It's called katit lema'or, crushing for the light, being crushed for the light. And that oil that comes out of this, crushing for the light, the katit lema'or, lights the ner tamid in the temple, Mishkan, the ner tamid, the eternal light that never goes out. And it only never goes out because we're crushed, super crushed, like no other nation. And the beauty of it is the crushing. First, let me do some wording of ner tamid. Ner, everybody knows ner Hanukkah, ner this, ner that. Shabbos, ner. Ner has a great gematria. Nun, in full, nun resh, nun is 106, and resh is resh shin, that's 500. So the full gematria of ner is 606. 606 is atzmutz. It's the essence level. And it should be, because this ner is the ner tamid. Let me just give one other thing for the word tamid. Tamid, it's normative gematria, not fully spelled out, just normal, is Tav, 400, Mem, 40, Yud, 10, Dalet, 4, that's 454. If we add 1 to that, we get 455. And those are the 3 spellings of the name Aleph Hey Yud Hey. That's 161, 151, and 143. That comes out to be 445. So there's a correlation between the name Aleph Hey Yud Hey and the Ner Tamid. Because remember, Aleph Hey Yud Hey, it comes from Bina. It can also come from Keta. Well, basically, it comes from Bina because the Ner Tamid has to do with something else that's going to come about in Bina. But let me leave with Atzmutz. Atzmutz, to me, that's 606. That's the Ner. And what is Atzmutz? Now, you know I've been talking about it, but now I'm going to start living in it. Like the Agori Sadhus, they live in death. Not scared of death. Like the samurai warriors, who in the samurai Bible, the Hagakure, talk about how a samurai is already dead. I've talked about this. That's why he can go into a room and slash everybody. He's not protecting himself. He's already dead. This is a great secret. The next secret is expect to be crushed. Expect it. You're Jewish. You want to be crushed to produce this oil for the eternal light. The Ner Tamid, the Katit La Ma'or. And where are the olives on the body? So we'll get to that. This Ner is the Atzmutz. And as you know, Atzmutz can be broken up into two words. Etz Mavet, tree of death. And when you can accept the tree of death, then you're in the Atzmutz level. When you can accept death, then you're in the Atzmutz level. As simple as that. So now let's go to how to get there. How to get there is Katit Lema'or, crushed for the light. And these olives, you know, the olives, by the way, come from a gematria of 417. Olive is Zayat, and that's the same as Shimon Zak. But I didn't make that up. That's pure oil. But where do olives come from in the body? They come from the testicles, Netzach and Hod. That's where they're produced. The seed is produced. And where's the word seed come from? Lema'or. The gematria of Lema'or is 277, which is the same gematria as Zerah. Seed, Zion, Resh, Ayin, 277. That's Lema'or. The seed that's produced from being crushed is what gives the light. And that's the semen. That's the semen seed. And the gematria of katet is 830, which just happens to be the din of Aleph written out. Aleph, Lamed, final pay. Lamed is 30, final pay is 800, that's 830. And then from that, 830, we see that the last two letters are Yud, Tet, and the first two letters are Kaf, Tet. So the last two letters are Yud, Tet, that's 410. That just so happens to be the years of the first temple. And the second set that I just gave you, Kaf, Tet, that's 420, and that's the years of the second temple. So when the temples are in this word Ketet, means crushed, because they don't exist. And, well, they're not functioning now. They're destroyed. They're crushed. The beauty of the first of the first number of 410, is that 410 is also the gematria of Shema. Let's see. It's also gematria of Mishkan, of Shema just itself. So a beautiful kavana is to think of the idea of 410 of the first temple, or as the Mishkan in the word Shema, which is also 410. And another gematria is the din of Katet, which is 102, which is the same gematria as Eloheinu, and it's the same gematria as Emunah, which is the highest level of all. The din of Katet is Emunah, so when you say the word Eloheinu in the Shema, also think of Emunah as the din of Katet. And you're being crushed, and when you're crushed, you produce this seed. And this seed that is produced by Netzach and Hod and the other Sephirot of Zeranpin come into Yesod. And it comes out and emanates out of Yesod. And this physical desire, so to speak, this production of the seed is the Ner Tamid. And this is the petit mor of the tree, and it's a fruit of the tree of the Etz Maveh. And this is so deep because all of us look to avoid being crushed. We avoid looking to be katit l'ma'or. We avoid it because we live in a positive thinking society. More power, more money, more chayam, more pleasure, instead of deriving pleasure from the real, from what's really being said. And if we understood what was really being said, the Mashiach could be here. And so there's a level that hasn't been explored yet. And this is a long-winded thing to how to approach the Holocaust, how to approach an understanding of death. And these museums that we have, and these traveling circuses of shows that are going around the world about the museums, and that phrase from the man who it'll never again, you see, never again be crushed. How are you going to produce the Ner Tamid if you're not crushed? How are you going to be katet l'ma'or, crushed for the light, if you're not crushed? Look to be crushed. I've been crushed. I accept it. That's my blessing. My blessing is that I've been crushed. You understand? I always knew this. I asked to be crushed, and I was. And Hashem has granted me I asked all my life. And I'm receiving blessings now from those of my unique family, neshama. A neshama that nobody else ever had. A unique life experience. that couldn't have been any other way. And everybody had to die at the appropriate time. And one has to see this. One has to see how to live in the atzmuts. And that the tree of life, Yetzirah, is the atzmavet. Yetzmavet. Tree of life is the essence, and that's the tree of death. And if you want to succeed, then you'll proceed accordingly. And this is my vision of the Atzmuts level, and the Eitz Mavet of level that hasn't been spoken of. And a re-understanding of the Holocaust. And a re-understanding of what it means to be a Jew. It's never been easy to be a Jew. And that's the blessing of being a Jew. The blessing is anti-Semitism. The blessing is that you are hated. That's the blessing. Oh, you want to be loved. Hashem loves you. Vahavta. And you shall love too him. Vahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'kol levavaka. With all your heart, no matter what he does to you. Well, he's crushing you. He crushed me, and therefore there's a reason for it. To produce the Ner Tamid, you have to be Ketet Lamor. You have to be crushed for the light. For the light that never goes out. Unless you want a light that goes out. So you take it down here, order another, Chateaubriand. That's for medium well this time. Enjoy. And we're supposed to enjoy. Remember, there's different levels of the soul. We're supposed to enjoy when you're on that level. And then you find enjoyment of another level. And then you find the real thing. You see? And they're keeping you from it because for some reason, the society wants to keep you from it. And God makes a society, and so who can get through this door? The gematria of Ketet L'Maor is 830 for Ketet, 277 for L'Maor. That's 1,107 plus 9 letters in the 2 words. That's 100. 1,116. So let me repeat. 830 and 277 is 1,107. And adding the 9 letters of the 2 words comes out to be 1,116. That happens to be Keter Malkus, by the way. Where the most far is the most near. most far, the feet are the most near because they're in the mouth. And Keter Malkus is Ketet L'Maor, but, and this is what I want to say, because this is the Yahrzeit of my brother Shimon, and the gematria of Shimon, guess what it is? 1,116. It's the same as Keter Malkus, and it's the same as Ketet L'Maor, when you add the letters, which is perfectly permissible. So on this Yahrzeit day, where I'm going to the cemetery, and everything is faded, and otherwise we wouldn't reach a level that I was just able to explicate and proceed in its explication from here, because I've touched upon many very deep issues that aren't talked about. But we're going to start from today, my brother's Yahrzeit, crushed for the light, and the Ner Tamid, all in honor of Shimon.